Welcome to Premier Sports Talk. We are live in the studio, bringing you the sports talk show for the people. Let's dive in.
Reese will and double P, the latest on deck. Reese will and double P, better earn your respect. 2 for 100, 2 for 100. Tap in, don't blink. 2 for 100, 2 for 100. Tap time to cook, let it sing. Hot.
It's a Friday, Reese. It's a Friday.
What's up, Randy? How you doing, man?
Beautiful day down here in the ATL.
When the room gets quiet, we go. When the doubt gets
Beautiful
loud,
day.
we go. Force from the pressure, made for the
Sleep
test.
good last night after you saw that schedule release drop when we was on here.
Oh yeah, I felt real good yesterday.
Did you curl up like a baby?
I know it's gonna be all right. This year is gonna be all right.
Okay. We're gonna allow a little time for the people to come up and feedback.
Okay.
Tap in, don't blink. 2 for 100. Time to cook, let it sink.
Yeah.
Hey, since I got since I'm behind the pilot wheel, you're gonna have to acknowledge our extinguished VIP guests in the comments.
Okay.
2 for 100. 2 for 100. Yeah.
What up,
Willie?
Willie? We got Willie tapped
Man
in.
Jingo, what's up?
What's up?
Bringing the latest hot takes, so you will know. Now you know. If you didn't know,
Getting in where we fit in
right now. No
on this
delay.
beautiful Friday.
Man, we got a lot to go this weekend, man. We got some stuff to talk about.
Yeah, Dion and G. Bush. Boy, that was one for the ages yesterday, y'all. That was one for the ages. That was one for the ages. Matter of fact, we got 2 live. We got 2 clip segments. We're going to speak on in here. We got 2 live segments. Do us a favor, y'all, while we wait for people to come in.
Yeah, we
Hit that like button because it really helps get pushed out the YouTube algorithm. YouTube be acting funny sometimes, sending out the notification. So the more people that hit the like button, it'll push it out the YouTube algorithm.
2 for 100.
Hey, Willie, if you listen to the anybody who listened to the G. Bush and Deion Sanders interview yesterday, you heard Coach Prime say that the world, when we tapped in, was getting 2 for 100. And look at what just dropped on the World Reese show. Double P. Y'all getting 2 for 100.
100.
Don't tell me we ain't gifted on this side.
And you was dead on it real quick.
2 for 100.
That's hard, man.
Time to cook, let it sink.
Yeah. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. Let us know where you are watching from. I'm Double P of Premier Sports Talk at Princess Submit. And we got Reese Will, the Reese Will Show.
Reese
in the
Will.
Guard Strong Podcast. Reese, talk to him.
Man, you guys, we had a lot going on yesterday, and we got some stuff going on tonight.
Yeah, y'all, the Cavs got a really big game tonight.
Man, this is a big game tonight.
Y'all got a big game tonight. I want to say it's a must-win, because I'm saying it's a must-win, because if the Cavs do not close this out at home, y'all go down that yellow brick road. I think Detroit may get y'all. I don't want to see the Cavs go back to Detroit.
And these two cities is so much alike because they only like 2 hours away, Detroit, and they just remind me of Cleveland so much, man. You know, just grinding, just try to get it together, man. Trying to fight and claw for everything you get. So I get much respect for Detroit.
They be bully balling y'all though, man.
I know it's bad. Like I said one time, I told you that one time I rewinded it, and the center, I think his name is Azure or something like that. The center, Adore or something. but one looked like Chris Webber. He, man, shoved Jared Allen with two hands. Then he shoved Mobley with two hands, and then he turned around and shoved Donovan with two hands.
Yeah.
He was lighting people up, man. We don't have no meat. We don't have no meat down there.
Yeah. Jamal around the world. What's up? What's up? What's up? Hey, before we get started in here, since we talking about these Cavs, y'all let us know.
What's up, Jamil?
Y'all think the Cavs is gonna pull it out tonight? Let us
Jamil,
know.
what's
The
up?
Cavs is gonna pull it out tonight. I think it's on Prime Video tonight.
Yeah, I think it is. Hey, I can't get away from my spot that I go to since we done won 2 games in a row since I went. Hey,
You don't want to bring it back.
they might. Hey, Brandon, they might drag me out the house to come over there because we done won 2 games straight since I've been over there.
Yeah. So they're gonna say you better bring your gluteus maximus over here. Don't mess it up for us.
Because if we lose, that's crazy.
It's crazy. So you know what? Since we speaking on these Cavs, you know, I got this clip here after Game 5 where Donovan Mitchell was speaking after the game. So I'm gonna go ahead on and we're gonna listen to him, and I wanna stay with the Cavs real quick.
Okay.
We definitely do. I think the biggest thing, and a lot of it, you know, honestly, is when you add, you know, and I'm not making excuses. We got to be better. I'm going to start off right there. But a lot of it, too, is when you have a guy, you know, you bring in new guys, and a guy like James, you got to figure out positioning. And some of it is on him, some of it's on me, too. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I don't want to take away from that, but just figure out where we are. So it's just as much as the ball handler as it is. Guy spacing, for example, Game 2, he had a crucial turnover late, but that's because I wasn't standing in the corner. You get what I'm saying? So, like, making it easy for each other, but then also the guys on the ball got to make the right play.
You know, that particular Game 5, you know, he only had 7. That entire game, Mitchell only had 7 points. 7 points. You know, and Harden showed up big. He showed up big in that game.
He did show up.
He finally showed up big.
Man, honest to God, man, I done heard it multiple people. It looked like Harden be trying to throw the game, man, sometime. But I think that's just his body language, man, because I'm like, some of the turnovers, he'd had like 36 turnovers or something like that in the last series. It was ridiculous.
Well, I heard this on 92.3 The Fan, or it was either 92.3 The Fan or ESPN Cleveland. As long as Harden's been playing, I'm kind of concerned for the Cavs because Harden in Game 6 and Game 7, he don't show up. You got a track record of not showing up in Game 6 and Game 7. Everybody I feel for the Cavaliers got to play hero ball. Y'all going to need Strus. Y'all going to need Mitchell. Y'all going to need Mobley. Y'all going to need J.A. because Detroit's coming to bully y'all, man. What was the old school name for the Detroit Pistons back in the day?
The Bad Boys.
Yeah. Hey, we're going to see, Will Smith and Martin Lawrence did 3 Bad Boys. We're going to see Bad Boy 4 tonight. We're going to see Bad Boy 4 tonight.
Remember what I told you in the beginning of the series? I said, "What's up, Tony? What's up?" I said, Detroit can't score the ball as long as you can stop Cade Cunningham, or it's 2 ways to think about it. Let him get off, but stop everybody else, and let him just wear himself out because he's starting to wear down. You can tell because he's doing everything, or you know, you let everybody else get off and just shut him down because Harris is the only one to me. Now Robinson, is he playing tonight? Because if he played the other night,
y'all would have lost.
We'd have lost that game.
Y'all would have shown up lost.
So
I call him the 3-point assassin. Duncan Robinson, he can play.
He can play, man. So I bet he played tonight.
He got you.
It's do or die.
It's do or die. It's definitely do or die.
And my cat Jamil around the world said he said them Knicks is going. He said it's the Knicks.
This is the next year. The way, you know what? Jamal around the world, after they dismantled the last team they just played, they was hot. I think it's going to mess. If y'all win tonight, Reese, y'all got to play Sunday. Y'all gonna go into that game 1 in New York tired. So so if y'all pull it out tonight, Cavs gonna get their roses. But I do not see y'all beating the Knicks on Sunday. I just don't see them. I just don't see it.
We just need to get one of the first 2 games, because the first 2 games will be in New York if we make it.
It'll be New York.
Yeah, so if we could just get one game in New York, preferably 2, but you know what I'm saying, but if we could get at least 1 and lick our wounds and come back to Cleveland, that's what I'm looking at. But the Knicks, man, Brunson, I never thought that Brunson would be like that. So we got Mayor Justin. What's up? How you doing? Hey, sorry for dropping in out of nowhere, but I put together some new streaming art and thought you might like it.
Hey, it looks good, but don't worry about dropping in and out. We just appreciate you being in here, pulling up to the premiere and Reese will table.
That's right. We
got seats reserved for all y'all. But what y'all can do is, and because it's free, and I'm going to say it again, it's free, hit that like button. It'll help push it out in the YouTube algorithm. Truly, truly, truly. And drop all your comments, because we like to go through the chat here, recognize everybody that takes the time to share their opinion, and we want to definitely make sure that we acknowledge it. So yeah, y'all got the to me, it's pivotal. It's pivotal that y'all win this game 6. I'll be tapped into it. I got to find a new place to go to. I've been eating at these 2 particular establishments too much. I'm tired of the menu.
Yeah, I understand, man. I normally don't drink. I drink, but I don't drink like all the time. So, but I've been drinking beer the last 2 or 3 games, and I gotta chill out a little bit, because I was trying to get under 300.
Got you. I dropped down from 285 to 232, guy.
Yeah, you cut a lot of weight.
Hey. And when I show up October the 1st, and they see me walk to pull up in them dog pound seats with you, goddamn Tom Monken better tell me, hey, get your ass out of the stands and get it. Go suit up.
Go suit up. That's right. Hey,
they're gonna tell me to suit up.
It's gonna be fun.
They're gonna tell me to
What's up, Victor? Victor Grimes, what's up? He said the Knicks are pretenders. Uh-oh.
Hey, Victor Grimes, who you rocking with? Let us know. Hey, drop in the chat, y'all. Let us know where you're watching from. Let us know.
And who y'all taking tonight on the Cavs Detroit game?
The Spurs got a big game. I think the Spurs don't play till Saturday, though.
Yeah.
If they win that one, they close it out to play to move on to the next round. So, hey, last year after the schedule was released, if you don't know, you're about to know. That's always my favorite saying, is that we had so many stars in the last year's draft come out that it was really highly publicized, and a lot of coverage is that it's going on now. We got the NFL Player Association rookie premiere. And this is the first time after the rookies has been with their teams for a little bit in the training camp, and then they're there today, tomorrow for the NFL Players Association premiere. They get educated and go through all kind of classes, what to expect out of the NFL, some do's and don'ts. They try to give them some knowledge. And then they had the jersey reveal. And last year, like I was saying, we had Cam Dart. We had
Cam Ward.
We had we had Dart from the Giants. We had Cam Ward, #1 draft pick. We had my man Jacksonville. We had Travis Hunter.
Hunter.
You know, we had Shador there. You know, so it may be on right now, but I'm definitely Reese, I'm gonna grab some, you know, content on that. You know, because my streets is always in the sports. You know, my ear is always in the streets. You know, trying to get different content instead of bringing y'all the same old thing. We try to give you something new, although we do, you know, tap into previous content and give our spin on it. So just to give you a reminder, you know, last year this is a little picture of when we saw Shador Sanders and Travis Hunter at the NFL PA premiere. And this is when Travis first saw his shirt. You know, and it was like a wow moment for him. And then before we came on, I was reminiscing with Reese, and I was telling him how Cam Ward, I watched this whole episode. I was telling him how Cam Ward, when he saw Shador's jersey, he told Shador he wanted his jersey. He the number one draft pick, and he live on the mic saying, Shador, I want your jersey. Give it to me afterwards. And Shador was saying, no, this is my, you know, I need my jersey. You know, he was trying to tell Cam, you a number one draft pick. You got all that, you got all that ching-ching in your pockets. You know, he was the 144th pick. Right. And Cam kind of got a little upset with him, you know, even after this, when they was leaving, Cam asked for it again. And he said, Shador, give me your jersey, man. You can let me have your jersey. Shador told him no again. And then Cam Ward had a nerve to say, I want to take and sell your jersey on eBay. He gonna beg the man for a jersey and say he want to sell his jersey.
He want to sell it on eBay.
He was the number one draft pick and got all that guaranteed money, y'all. I just thought that was you.
And he thinking about his old ways of, you know, but now he got money now, so you know, that was wild. I remember when that happened. But yeah, man, you got Travis Hunter, Shador. Last year, everything was hyped up.
It was star-studded last year, yeah. So I'm gonna be searching for some content on this. I know it's out there. I just gotta dig in the weeds and find it. So right here, my question to you is: Tyler Green got drafted in the 6th round, right? Right. He's there, y'all. And I don't remember Shador having a jersey. Check it out. Look at that. Fresh cut, fresh braids. His sleeves is too short on his jersey. Whoever's tailor is, they didn't do him right. You see where I can tell it, the bottom of his jacket above his wrist.
Yeah, below his wrist, right.
Yeah, but I love that jacket.
Yeah, that's cold.
You need one of them, Reese.
Yeah, you're right. That is kind of sweet. I'm checking it out.
It's the first time I seen one like that.
Yeah, me too. I haven't seen one like that. That's hard.
Not unless he had it custom made. But
6'6", 227. Big kid. Young man, rather.
Hey, Victor Grimes. Oh, that's Jamal around the Jamal around the way telling Victor Grimes you probably a Sixer fan.
Yeah. Yeah, he probably is a Sixer fan, but
hey, Vic, let us know. Hey, get up, stand up for you, right? Let us know who your team is, Victor. Let us know. Hey, I want to speak my mind, y'all. It's all in fun. It's all in fun.
Oh yeah.
Hey, but keep hitting that like button. Hit that like button and let's share your comments. Keep sharing your comments because I love the interaction with us, y'all. I love the interaction. So we did a live show last night, me and Reese, and then it was pretty nice how. Check this out, y'all. It's when the schedule release was out, the Browns PR marketing. They've been 100, Reese. They've been pushing back any negative narrative against the media, but they've been promoting the Browns in a very positive way. They got a whole new vibe with the public relations. And what they came out, I'm sure a lot of people may have seen it, but you're about to see it if you didn't. Look at this, y'all. They came up for their NFL season schedule release. They had a Street Fighter theme. A straight up Street Fighter theme. And look who's front and center.
Shedeur
Sanders. So do you think, and I need y'all to know in the comments, do you think this is a subliminal message to us all who they want to be QB1? What do y'all think? So on the left, we got one of the main characters, Shedeur. To the right, you know, we got Shedeur, number 10, used to be Q-Shawn Junkins. We got Carson Schwarzenegger, Fano's 55. So drop in the chat. Y'all let me know about this. What do you think? How do you think the Browns PR team is doing? What do y'all think?
Man, they putting it out there, man. They putting it out there who they know where their bread is buttered. And I think that, like you said, Jamil says Browns pick up on media influence. Yeah,
this is fresh. And there's a you know, they brought this old, you know, back in the day, for us to know what back in the day was about. They used to have those old arcade machines, and they had the Street Fighter. You know, this is straight off the Street Fighter game. Myles Garrett is in this. You know, if you look on X, I think it's Jakai on X, showed the actual video of this marketing that the Browns did last night with their schedule release.
Oh, okay, yeah. Man, Jakai the Truth, man, he put out all kind of fire content.
He is truly fired.
Everybody on his stuff.
You right.
If Shedeur ain't QB1, they wrong for this. Oh, for sure.
Hey, they was wrong for last year. Yeah. They was wrong for last year.
Yeah, and it makes you wonder, is they on their own doing this, they can't be on their own. They too big of an organization, you know, to be putting him out there like that and not have any means of, you know what I'm saying? It may be just a matter of when he ready, when they think he ready, not if he gonna be ready. What you think?
All right, I'm gonna play Johnny Cochran here, Reese.
Okay.
This Shedeur Sanders, did he or did he not play the last 7 games last year?
Played 7 games.
Okay. Next question. Do you tell the whole truth?
Yeah.
So help you God.
So help me.
Okay. Did Shedeur Sanders, how many games did Joe Flacco win before he got traded off to the Bengals?
One game.
You know what? So you ain't got to think too hard. Did Shedeur Sanders win more games than Joe Flacco before he got shipped off to the Bengals? Yes or no, son?
Yes.
Okay. Did Shedeur Sanders win more games than Dylan Gabriel before he had his mysterious concussion?
Right.
Okay. Did Shedeur Sanders win the most games for the Cleveland Browns last year?
Yeah.
Did Shedeur Sanders play well enough to where the Cleveland Browns was not even in contention to pick a number 1, 2, or 3 in the draft?
Yep, he did that.
So how can we say he should not be starting QB1?
But that's
coming out the gate.
Right. That's what I think. But this is not what they're doing as of right now, or they haven't made it clear enough for that because it's a competition. Maybe it's smoke and mirrors. You know, if Monken makes the decision, it's Shedeur. If Jimmy makes the decision, it's Deshaun.
What do y'all think about that? I'm preparing my mind. I'm a Shedeur fan through and through. 10 toes down, as they say out in the streets. I don't know what the new saying is. Y'all can tell me what the new saying is out in the street. But I'm 10 toes down for Shedeur Sanders. But I am preparing myself mentally for number 4 to get carted out there first. I'm just preparing myself. Y'all. Because if you don't, you may end up crashing out, y'all. I don't want nobody blowing a head gasket. I don't need nobody having an aneurysm.
Because it's 2 signs going both ways. That's what keeps the fan kind of. We don't really know what's going on because you got what JW, the executive.
See, he threw a monkey wrench in everything when he came on ESPN and was trying to. He was preparing us, saying that Watson looked good. Only the first 3 days they've been out there, and that give him a chance and prepare yourself to see him on the field. I don't know. I don't know if Jimmy told him to say that or not, y'all.
Yeah, it was basically like he gave the fan base a message saying, if we don't, if we decide to put Deshaun out there, just be ready for our decision. We're doing the best for the Browns, and but
because he was basically saying if Deshaun don't work out, they just gonna move on with the future, and they know the future is Shador.
Right.
But hey, there's a possibility they run this, and you know what? The first 2 games are away. Also, y'all, we gotta look at the scheduling, so they can put Deshaun. He won't feel the wrath of the home team and the fans. They don't play till game 3. So they can play him game 1 and game 2, and if he plays like trash, he won't hear so many bad boos.
Right.
If it would have been starting him here, boy. But we may see. Watson may not even make it out of the 2 games healthy. I want him to. I don't want to see nobody get hurt. I don't want. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
What do you think about that?
Yeah, you're right. Watson may not make it out of the 2 games.
He may not make it out of training camp
because of his history, but I think Shador, they just gonna be. Todd Monken loves Shador a lot, and from what we see, so I'm hoping, just like Jamil said, I think if it's, I just think if it's up to Todd, then we got Shador. So hopefully they go Shador's way, but like you said, we got to be prepared for what happens. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna be very interested, especially in those off-season practices and stuff that we went to last year, those OTAs and all that stuff. That's really gonna be hyped up. They're gonna hype it up even more. Willie Mandingo, 10 games plus the previous 7 will be a whole year for Shador. They owe him that much.
Yeah, it won't be a full year for Shador until Shador didn't play till week 6.
Was it 6 against the?
Because the 7th game was when they beat the Raiders. I think it was 6 when Dillon got knocked out. So, but he won't have a full year under the NFL until then. Really, he's still really a rookie as first. You know what I'm saying? When you look at the time span, But at least this year he's going to get a real off season where it's going to be Deshaun and Watson getting the majority of the reps. And then Dylan Gabriel gets to feel like what Shador was feeling, throwing the ball on the other side of the field. Because Monken already said that he was going to run it similar. That's where he gave Stefanski his props. He said that they will be running drills on the other field.
Imagine that, like, you done flip full circle, like, you know what I'm saying? You get all the reps last year, all the reps. Even Flacco wasn't even doing much because everybody banked on him knowing what he's doing, 20-year vet, whatever, But Dillon was getting all the reps, and then this year, it's going to be getting. We think he's going to be getting most, like 3rd and 4th string reps.
Yeah. So I pulled up here 2 clips I wanted us to speak on, and I want to get y'all opinion on them. With the one, the only, about to be world known, global. Mr. G. Bush, Gary Bush himself at the G. Bush Barbershop. I love tapping into this man. I get so much knowledge, and he's mentoring me from afar. And I just want to share 2 clips from the interview that he did with Coach Prime.
I started laughing my butt off because I've seen that before.
There we go.
Not understanding the reads, the checks, the hots, the insides and outs. How did that make you feel as a coach, being there, you were there seeing him, coaching him, and then also as a father.
Shador was successful as I don't know what in college football, and he had 6 coordinators. Think about that now, because we upped it every time, because when we felt like he's exhausted that, like he needs to go to another level, we upped it every time. And it was, I think, 4 or 3 at Jackson, and the same in Colorado, or 2, but he excelled and exceeded, and he called a lot of stuff. We got receipts. I wish you could see the timeouts. Bucky got them, man. We record every darn thing. I wish you could hear the timeouts at Colorado when we went to the sidelines. It's so funny because I saw it last season. I saw, I forget the kid's name, when in motion against the Bears, and he's like, run a seam. And I started laughing my butt off because I've seen that before.
Hey, Reese, I knew that my next drop's going to be called We Got Receipts.
That's the next cut.
Yeah, I couldn't remember what the other thing that hit my spirit. That next drop's going to say We Got Receipts. We got one more clip here. Mr. Coach Prime Deion Sanders himself speaking to Mr. G. Bush on Shador.
Man, this is, there is always a thought process,
right?
That, maybe, Coach Prime, didn't get along with the general manager, didn't get along with the ownership, didn't get along. What are some things about Andrew Berry that you love the way and how he operates and speaks to Shador in terms of him communicating what the expectations are moving forward?
Okay, first of all, I played for 5 organizations. Name one that I didn't get along. I don't do that. And 4 in baseball. So it's never been, I don't get along. No. I've always understood the bigger picture, the vision. And I've always, I could pick up a phone and call all the owners that I played for that are living right now. And they're going to pick up on the first ring because they know it ain't no bull junk. So it ain't me. That's a lie there. Andrew Berry, Mr. Andrew Berry, I love his thought process, man. And I love the way he navigates in the midst of a storm. Everybody talking, everybody yelling, everybody naysaying, everybody doing that. Did you care to look at that rookie class last season? The rookie class this season? Well, I know they hadn't played, they hadn't put it on grass, but they're building something that is tremendous, and they're not too far away. Of course, they need stability at the quarterback position. Of course, they need stability on the offensive line. Everything else, to me, got it. They got it. They got a killer on defense. I'm tired of y'all talking about trading him and get rid of it. That don't make no sense to me. That's a once in a lifetime man. That's a once in a lifetime man that you don't see no more. I don't get rid of that. Unless I could get your mama, daddy, uncle, cousins, and everybody in the trade for that. Because that's a grown man. That's a winner. But I love the way he operates, man. I just do. And I'm endeared because I'm not gonna say he took a chance, but they drafted my kid when many turned their back. And there's still a puzzle. One day we're not gonna wait for anybody.
Listen to this, y'all.
We're our own media conglomerate. We're gonna do our own. It's not gonna be a 30 for 30. It's gonna be a 2 for 100.
2 for 100.
We're gonna keep it 100 with 2 and tell what really happened.
Y'all hear that? He put everybody on notice.
Coach, do you believe
he put everybody? He put the powers to be. He don't need to go to Netflix. He don't need to go to Prime Video. He don't need to go to Fubo TV. They their own media conglomerate. Well-off media. One day it'll be revealed. They make, me personally, I think they should come out with it when Shador is no longer playing in the NFL.
Right.
That'll be a blockbuster world premiere.
Randy, I love what he said about that. He played for 5 organizations, and he could call he could on speed dial, he could call any of the owners that's alive, and they would pick up on the first ring because there's no situation with him ever pretty much with his whole career. So where do you get that information from that I'm going to try to do these crazy things, come to the NFL or do this and all this stuff? They was just trying to stack stuff on the family and just make it look like, stuff wasn't just to make an excuse for how they treated Shedeur.
And the Sanders family, and the Sanders family as a whole.
Right.
Buck, Deion Sanders Jr., aka Bucky of Well Off Media, he even said on the live post last weekend where he said the media is going to be a media, because people in the chat was asking him how come he doesn't, basically lash back at the negative narrative. And he was saying, hey, basically he's the media too. He knows how the media operates. G. Bush exposed the media. I know they get pissed off at Garrett Bush. That's his real name, G. Bush, the barbershop. I know his counterparts really get upset with him because he's telling all the secrets. G. Bush speaks the whole truth or nothing but the truth. And he gives us stuff whenever you watch his live commentary. He brings receipts. He brings actual footage, of the method and the scheme and the plots of the media. And even Mr. Sanders, Deion said it on Twitter and X. He says a lie doesn't care who tells it. But if you keep telling that lie over and over and over again, it's going to become the truth because people keep spinning the false narrative. That's how it grows. That's how it flies.
Right.
But if we don't speak on it, if we don't put it out in the atmosphere,
right,
it can't expand. But we get so caught up in our emotions, we get so caught up in our feelings. We want to stand up because, we all, care about the Sanders family. The majority of us, we care about Shedeur, and we don't want to see him taking the emotional lashing. What Mr. Sanders said was so powerful. He said when Shedeur took off his shirt, he saw the lashings on his back. That hit me differently.
Right.
That, that hit me differently, y'all. That hit me so differently. The emotional scars, the pain, cyberbullying. People commit suicide over what Shedeur had to endure last year and what he still go through now because people don't have the mental toughness. The cyberbullying, the social media bullying, people taking themselves out. And I love this interview because Mr. Sanders exposed the truth without throwing darts at people, without throwing stones. His truth set the narrative free. Because the main thing I was looking for earlier today, and I haven't seen it yet, ain't nobody come at him. I haven't seen it. I've been running around doing a couple things and trying to get this live together, but I haven't seen a whole bunch of backlashing coming at Deion.
I haven't heard anything either.
And that key thing that he said was, he know who said it. They got receipts, and when it's time, he gonna let the world know. He put everybody on notice.
Yeah, no, I love the way he was talking about how, Shedeur was when he was, young, and he was making checks back then when he was like 7 years old and been doing this stuff, and he was checking the narrative of how, these people try to paint him as how, Shedeur is and stuff as far as him, he said we don't have no dummies around here. You know what I'm saying? So I love how he came at that and checked that. So he checked a lot of stuff, man. And he said he liked Baker Mayfield.
Yeah.
He talked about how the Browns, like he said in that clip,
organization.
Yeah, the whole Browns. He thought that the Browns was ready. All we needed was a QB. Somebody. We got it. What he say? The team got it.
Yeah, he said that y'all, the people that that's real with it. I think y'all a year away. This is gonna be y'all breakout year. Going in the right direction. But oh boy, I'm looking forward to it.
And see, I knew he, like you said, he said he wasn't raised with a silver spoon in his mouth, and we all know
he raised them on the SWAT side of Texas.
Right. So everybody know, especially dads, man, you know you can't do that to your, we know that you can't do that to your kid and make them soft, and just give them everything. You gotta give them some of that see some of that tough stuff. You gotta see some of that tough stuff. This is how we, in our minds, we know that we can't, because you got to get them ready for the world, because it's not going to be so easy when you get out there on your own, and dad can't be here to save you all the time.
Right.
So I love that, man. That was one for the fathers right there.
Yeah, and I spoke on it yesterday during our live, is that that one thing that also hit home is when Mr. Sanders, Coach Prime, said that it was the first time in his life what occurred at the draft, that where he had a situation where he couldn't fix it, he couldn't resolve it, and how much it hurt him. And he shared that with the world. He shared that with the whole world, that the experience that he went through, Shador went through, his whole family went through, is that basically he was helpless. And Coach Prime, Mr. Deion Sanders himself, there was nothing that he can do. And then he said that, and this was key too, he said that Shador wanted him to fix it and he couldn't. But they handled it so gracefully. All that pain they endured, all that day one premiere, legendary, man, that was a beautiful setup they had at the Sanders house. All for not right. 1 day, not 2 days, didn't go till the third day. And what Shador's response was, he was just happy for the opportunity. And then He chose the Browns, y'all. That's what trips me out about the media. He chose the Browns, but then the media ain't lifting him up. How many people want to come to Cleveland? Because who?
Right, because it was clips before. Remember when he was talking about that he plays with the Browns on the video game before he got to Cleveland.
Yeah, before he got to Cleveland, he was using on Matt, and he was using the only team he would play with was the Browns. He said it on Twitter several times.
Besides before Shador got here, besides me and my brother, I never heard anybody playing with the Browns. We would play with the Browns, but getting back to what Coach Prime has said about not being able to help his son when he said when he needed him, man, you know how tough that was? That was tough, man.
Yeah, I know. And then you know what? To compound it, and this is when he was going through cancer. That's that we ain't even speaking on that, Reese. He was dealing with cancer. That's and then how the world don't care. The enemy don't care. He always gonna come after the ones, the enemy's always gonna come after his chosen. And he don't, I'm just glad the man is still alive today. Coach Prime just this last month had to go back to the hospital because his blood clots came back. That ain't a rumor, that's true.
But I love what you just said, is the world don't care. And we know that. Me and you know that. And the guys in the chat know that. A lot of us know that. And, it's a personal situation. I have to tell my sister, women, they don't understand that sometimes. A lot of them do, but some of them don't. I know my family, my particular sister, sometimes I have to tell her, look, the world don't care. They don't care about you like that. We care about you like that, but the world don't care. So that's where the man step up and say, this is what it is. You know what I'm saying? This is what it is. We have to try to block all that for them, be that security.
Yeah, Willie, I saw your comment and on my Black and Yellow, I want us to go with Will Howard. It's time to move on to the next chapter. And, to me, it's a win-win situation. Even if Aaron Rodgers don't come back, they let the Ohio State national champion be the quarterback this year. if he outplays Mason Rudolph, and I don't think Drew Aller don't even got a dog in the fight, let Will Howard start. And if we have a bad year, like the Cleveland Browns always say, the QB's in 27.
Man, how they gonna let Rodgers just keep them hostage like that?
He did it. He's done it with every team he's been with. He ain't gonna show up until mandatory training camp, y'all. That's just Aaron Rodgers. So it ain't like we ain't seen this before.
Right.
Merry go round and around.
Right.
Rodgers go round and around. He is not coming. If he does play, he is not showing up until right before minicamp.
Especially how he played. You know, he played decent last year, but I'm like, well, we might as well move on and try to see what we got with some of these guys. But maybe we'll see. Maybe it's more talks than we know going on right now. But
yeah, we'll see. Hey, but I got a corporate call I got to get ready to get on. We wanted to get in where we fit in. Thank you for sharing your time with us. You're truly blessing us. All we ask is that because it's free, hit that like button. If you ain't subscribed, subscribe to the channel. Become a part of the Real Reese Show and Premier Sports Talk, and reserve your seat at the table that we already got waiting for you. All right? I got a QR code for those watching it from your television. You can scan that. It'll take you straight to my channel, or y'all can look to the links that we have on both our individual channels and tap in with us. So we always hit that notification bell. That's big. Hit that notification bell. We new to the streets, and like Drake said in one of his old songs, we started from the bottom, but now we're here. So appreciate y'all.
Appreciate y'all
this weekend.
Tap in with us.
Blessings.
Peace.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Atlanta. Go, man, go. All right. Feeling good. Thank you all.